As part of that story, Shelby his own self took me for laps in the Cobra around Irwindale Speedway's immaculate half-mile oval. This memorable experience took place about 2 months before the car's Detroit reveal, none of which kept him from revving the experimental V10 to redline, drifting the hand-built show toy through the corners like a sprint car, or laying down foot-wide patches of black rubber. At the conclusion of that unforgettable ride, both Shelby and Ford Global Design Chief Jay Mays promised, "Next time you drive." 2020 Lincoln Corsair Road Test. Consumer Reports lowest rated cars of 2019-2021 Ford Bronco. Media Drive, B-Roll. Motor Trends 2019 Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500 Honda Prologue Design Studio Teaser behind the wheel of the 2019 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Rare Metals, the Best of France and Italy. 2022 Ferrari 296 GTB Introduction, courtesy of Ferrari. 2017 Chevrolet Camaro SS1 LE 2020 Kia Soul, what you need to know. X5 Le Mans at the Nürburgring 0-60, Tesla Model S Plaid. 2021 Ford F-150 Lariat Crew FX4 Power Boost. Video review, Motor Trend Buyer's Guide MT exclusive, an early look at the 2021 Ford Bronco. Exactly a year later, the scene was much the same, Irwindale Speedway, Shelby Cobra concept, Carroll, Shelby, Mays, and me. Good to their, and Ford's, promise, I was at the wheel. As Austin Powers would say, grr, yeah baby. Ford has continued to develop this concept car, although engineering prototype is probably a more accurate term, over the last 12 months, though it's still fundamentally the same. The cool-looking, but difficult to tune and modulate, slide valve fuel injection system has given way to new intake manifolds with individual throttle butterflies. The chassis settings and alignment have been fiddled about, as has the shift linkage for the 6-speed, rear-mounted Ricardo transaxle. The magic word here is torque. This, combined with a relatively light 3,200-pound weight, makes an enviable power-to-weight ratio. Revs are electronically limited to 6,000 revolutions per minute in first gear, but it's all that's necessary for a hard launch and a tire-barking shift to second. It takes a careful launch to avoid hazing the 13.0-inch wide rear tires, but once the rubber hooks, there's plenty of traction. We were not able to run numbers on Irwindale's short straights, but 0 to 60 miles per hour is surely in the sub-4-second range. Even at that, Ford development engineer Manfred Rumpel wants more torque. Why not 7.0 liters, he wonders aloud. Indeed, why not? Handling is best described as neutral up to about 0.8, with the appearance of some investment protecting understeer coming in near the limit. If understeer isn't your thing, there's plenty of oversteer available with a good kick of your right foot. A power steering pump malfunction meant we had to strong-arm the wheel without the aid of any hydraulics, so we can't tell you much about steering feel or response. But considering the system is much the same as the one you'll find on a GT, it probably works as well as the rest of the car. In our original story, we griped about the gauges not looking macho enough for a car like this. To that, add the fact that these pieces are unreadable in the sunlight. If Ford produces this car, it would need a serious rethink in the instrumentation department. What all this typical road test type talk can't convey is the "I'm a lucky car fool" feeling of it all, not just from a wind in the hair kind of way, but from a historic standpoint. Most turntable dream machines don't run under their own power, much less powerslide around a racetrack. But a lot of production intent style engineering has gone into this car, work Ford didn't need to do if all it required was feedback on a styling buck. The sun has hit the horizon as we crank off our last few laps, the Cobra ticks and clicks as it cools down in the pit area. A group of Ford engineers and product development types gather round, asking the usual, "How was it?" All I can think of is memorable, and worth waiting a year for.